Hello YouTube, how are we? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hello Nero. Finally, let's have a look at this this power steering rack for the Supra. It's a little bit cleaner. I just went and gave it a bit of a pressure bath. Yeah, but if you're wondering why that's in here, it's just in here. Supra's not using it. That's my old Holden VXSS 2002 model. I'll move it out. Give me some more space. You guys can have a little listen to this thing. Now this thing used to have brilliant paint, but it's been sitting in the front yard under the sun for like 2 years, and it's just, there's no clear coat left on it at all. Runs and drives like a dream. She's quite lumpy too. Let's listen to a power. I'll move this thing out anyway. Try not to run my dog over. Sounds nice. It's got a nice camera. But anyway, let's crack on. And oh, that boot's torn. That's no good. Right, first thing is, what do we do? I don't know. Let's get these rack end and tie rods off each side. I'll just focus on the middle because I've got all new of them. This one's just a start. Enough. Pull it back. Eee. Doesn't that look yummy? They look very, very yummy. Just delicious. Alright, take this tie rod end off. The big boy. He's back here and smack it. Oh man, okay, it's been on there for quite some time. CLC or WD-40. There we go. Alright, so it's actually a 22mm, the main shaft, and this one's a lot bigger. There we go. On a roll. Voila. That's your locker plate, which it was not too long ago found out the SS doesn't have one of those. Guess you got to hit it with a hammer. Thanks to one of the subscribers letting me know that to bend the threads. Alright, so that's out. That's a 22, and that is a lot bigger. How big is it? Measure it up. We got it's about a 30mm, something like that. Okay, what next? Flip it around, do the other side. I've got two 14 bolts here. Well, banjo bolts. This is going to make a mess. That's why I got the rags. There we go. Oh, that looks yummy. Mmm. Num nums. Very yummy. Cool. Ooh, yummy. Yummy. Alright, this time we can cover that sucker up. And we'll do the Ugga Duggers again, but with that covered up. There we go. That's off. There is a circlet in this side. You can see that right there. Yeah, pull that circle out, and that's, why am I putting all my stuff? I keep here circuit pliers, which I need the ones that crimp in, not crimp out. So I just went up and got myself a little box tube spanner set. What you'd normally do spark plugs and whatnot with, but look at that. That's gonna work. Sweet. And I've got some circle pliers. So we'll pull this circle out. There we go. Now I'll just rotate this end out and it'll push that out. Some kind of bush collar thingamadingy. Hey, the bearing came out. Good bearing still. There you go. It popped out. Look at all the crud that's on it. And there appears to be a sleeve in here. There we are. A sleeve and a washer. Cool, that can go on the box of mystery. Okie dokie, so for the life of me, I can't find the specialised little tool that goes on onto this. It's just a spline socket, that's all it is. So I can do the preload on this. Because remember this thing, it goes down, and this is what preloads the whole rack, so I can't find it. They do exist, or did exist at one certain time, so it just means I'm going to have to make something up. It's just a socket that goes onto these without damaging them, just onto that spline thread, and then you go and put yourself a, what do they call it, a beam tension wrench on, and this has got to be preloaded to 1 to 1.09 newton meters of friction turning, which is somewhere in the lines of 7.3 inch pounds to like 17.7 inch pounds, somewhere there. Which is another thing, I don't even have a beam tension wrenchy thing in my dinghy. I've just ordered one, so that might take some time. But I've got to make a socket up, which means we might have to go for a little drive out of the bush. See if we can get a steering thing in my bubba that will slide into that, and I can weld a socket on it or something. Howdy ho, gone bush. Yeah, I just went and pulled the one off this one, off that rack there. Here it is. Seems to have the splines that I'm looking for, so that'll work. I'll just cut that end off there and weld the socket on, and it should be all hunky-dory. And this looks like it's might be an Isuzu or something, or a Honda, who knows. That'll work. I'll mock that up tomorrow. And there has my little tool that I just made. So, just a nut, bloody socket, welded onto a piece of plate, welded onto that steering, whatever you call it, it's got the splines in it. That will go onto there, the splines, and be handy when I go to put the little tension bar wrench on to preload the power steering rack. So that'll work, that will work. But anyway, let's move on. In your kit you'll have, now these are nylon, right? Not nylon, bloody Teflon. These are Teflon seals. You'll have two of the big ones, which will be these two outsides here, and 4 of the small ones. Now this is the control gasket set. So these 4 ones, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab yourself a little screwdriver. In my case, I've got a flat blade that I've actually just grinded the edge away and turned it into a pick. So you can see that makes things a lot easier, because we're going to be pulling these out, which you can see this one here got a bit of heat in here. I wonder what that's from. But there's a couple of these seals, I've got a couple marks in them right there. So maybe they're buggered, maybe they're not, but I'm going to change them out anyway. But while we're here, grab yourself some ATF fluid. These are going to be stretched, so dunk them in some ATF fluid, let them soak. We'll get back to them when we get these Teflon seals off. Start by replacing the little O-rings. Nice and gentle. And we'll put the other O-ring on. There we go. We got some thunder out there. Hey Drax, you're having a little bit of an anxiety attack, buddy. Hey? Little Drax isn't. You're not too fond of the weather, are you, bud? I might have to pull up the shade soon if it starts hammering down. But anyway, we'll grab these seals that have been soaking. Now the idea is to run around your fingers. Sorry, probably can't see that. Run around your fingers, just stretch them ever so slightly. Don't go overboard. These are nylon. Oh, not nylon, bloody Teflon. Just stretch them out. Don't go overboard with it. See, it's got a little tiniest bit to go. There you go. And now, once that's on, clamp it with your hand. Get them to come back in. You don't want to overstretch these suckers. There you go. That's fallen back in. Next one. I might have to make a little sleeve up, little cone sleeve to get these over. Yes, I think I will do that too. Make a little cone sleeve. Now, I've just went and cut up a milk bottle, wrapped it around, flipped it on, flipped it over, and now I'm pulling this up to where it's got to drop in, and it's slowly stretching. and it has fallen into the wrong one. No. Just pull it over. Now I've got to pull it over one more time. Should have stretched out enough. There we are. And then cup it again. Suck it back in. And oh god, I think that storm's coming. It's getting thick. It's a thick boy. Alright. I suppose the other thing I can do with this, all it is, thin piece of plastic. I can wrap it over and squeeze it in. Squeeze that Teflon seal in. Now it's going in slowly. It'll get there. Oh crap. Okay, the storm's here. Trees going nuts. Yeah. Let's see if we get these other two seals on, and we'll pull up until the storm clears up. Jesus. Getting really windy. Further in there. All the way back. Expand that. Put it over. Tighten that up. Slide it on up. Not running out of time with how the storm's going. Whoa! Yep, I'm gonna get this done. And that's the next slot. Walk this back a little bit. There we go. There we go. Yep, crimp down on that. Tighten that back up. Two more to go. And holy, it's going to piss down. I'll just get them on, and I'll make a little sleeve for these and tighten it down with some zip ties. Running out of time at the moment. Well, the storm's all gone finally, and I was just looking around into this other kit here, the gasket, that kit, and it looks like it actually comes with all of these that we just put on. So you got your 4 little ones, 2 big ones, your 2 O-rings that go under the big ones, this big one that goes onto the bottom of this casing here, but it does have this one. This one's different. This is your main rack here. this one here goes onto here, so we've got to do the same thing, replace that. This one doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to replace it anyway, just for the sake of it, so everything's nice and new. So this kit didn't really have to buy it, apart from, let's see, this kit's got your seals for your main tube and everything. This kit's got the seals, for your control. So one goes in there and one goes in there. But this one's got one of the small seals anyway. But anywho, I'm going to change that sucker out. Do the same with, that's Teflon as well, so let that soak into some ATF for a bit. Okay, let's move on to the control side. So this is your control. You got your 4 Teflon seals in there, 2 in here, 2 O-rings underneath. Now you got the brand new seal, that's the smaller one. That goes down inside, all the way to the bottom. And then get a socket or something to press that in. I'm just going to use the back side of the socket. Normally you go like that, turn it around, plunger. Alright, up in there. Oh no, next up, reusing this bearing. Japan NSK 19, what is that, 19B5W06A. I can't find any, so I'm going to reuse it. It's in pretty good shape. I'm just going to throw teeniest weeniest bit of grease in it, because there's a little, you know, it is used. And let's see, plastic side up. Put this down in there. Tap that one down into its position with some little fuds. You just got to get that one all the way down, which a 27mm king chrome fits oh so nicely in there. To put that bearing down, the bearing's down there, she's all ready to go. Next up, what do we do next? That goes there, that goes there, they're all good. I need to put that back together. There's some little screws and parts here that go for that. That'd be these little thingos. Whatever the hell they are, who knows. These doohickey thingies they slot down into there. Let me blow this off. Trying to keep everything nice and clean as possible. Alright, let's give it a wash and then give her a little bath in WD-40. Keep everything from rusting up. I don't know if it was these ones. Nope, I actually think that is them. Alright guys, before I forget, there's actually another seal in here. It's about, roughly about here. That's your second seal, inner seal. So if you look down in there, you'll see the seal. And now the best way, I figured to get it out, grab yourself a 21mm socket and a lot of extensions. Slide it in, fits like a gem. There's the seal. Just grab a little smacky wacky old hammer and just give it a slight tap. There we go. And it's loose. Push the rest of it out. I'm going to need more extensions. Grab yourself another extension. I live my life one extension at a time. Just there, no. Keep tapping. There we are. Top goes your daddy. Right, this one nice and clean up inside. And in your rebuild kit, you will have these are your main seals. Now, the way they go on is red to the back, to the front. So oil pressure will push in underneath this lip and push the lip tight. Have it the other way, it will leak. So, this side goes like that, the other end goes like that. So, and in your little rebuild kit, you will have 2 new washers. But if you look at these, this is your C-clip. You get a new C-clip that goes on this end. But you get these 2 washers. But if you have a look at your washer, you will see that on that edge, it's a little bit of a crushed out section. You can see it. And the other side does not have it, has a bit of a rolled off section. So this crushed section that goes in, it goes that way against, it'll go that way against the housing. Same with this side, turn around, it'll go that way. Just so you don't get that confused. Because this other side is rolled off, it's for the seal to sit on. You can see a little gap there. There's even a bigger gap. But anyway, we've got to put that new seal in the solenoid guts here. And the only way I can think of actually getting this down the tube without it flipping around, carrying on, because I want it that way, is simply just grab your extensions and run it on down there. So I'll put just the extensions, don't need a socket this time. Up to the other side. Slip it on and just let it fall down there. There we go. I don't know if you can see, but it is sitting at the right direction now. And now we got to put the seal in. Yippee! So to do the seal, you're going to want to grab yourself some ATF, which, oh look at it, it's leaking all over my bench. Grab some ATF, throw it down the cylinder, around the seal, and use your socket. Once again, push it the right way, of course. And oh, actually you might even use a bigger socket to push it down there with, or if you've got something that's flat, that size. Let me oil this up and that pipe, and we'll try to get the seal in. Alright, all I've got is a 30mm socket. Unfortunately, if I had a 31 it'd be perfect. But just turn the socket inside out with a flat base. Front of your seal goes in towards the base. Just tap it in. Grab the next extension. Sounds like it's home. Maybe that one? Yep. That is home. Right. Next up. What's next up? We're gonna slide this sucker in. I gotta clean that yet. The point of this is being really clean with everything. You don't want dirt on any of this because it'll just ruin your seals. Alright, this is what you're going to need next. 2 spacers. This is like a bushing spacer. It's got a Teflon bushing in it. And that's just a spacer. Your other seal. Your other washer with that same lippity-doodah bloody thing on it. And your brand new C-clip. So, push this out just a wee tiny little bit. ATF the crap out of your seal, make it nice and sloppy. And be very careful putting your seal on. You don't want to wreck it. Nice and slow, nice and careful. Right. There's a seal. Oh, seal. Bloody washer. This washer sits that way. Okay. Followed by your spacer. So I'm going to use it to put the seal down. And I'm just using the open end of the socket with the spacer. The spacer and with this. So put that down there. And that. And then I've got the shaft all the way back as far as it'll go, which it should lock up probably right there. You can see it just there, it's about there. I'm just using the open end on the sleeve to push it down, and then you will have next up this bushed spacer. Fits so nicely, followed by your circlip, which I don't even know where my pliers are. Right, found them. Which side's the flat side? Yeah, that side's the flat side, so that goes towards. Pull them in, hopefully they don't fly off somewhere. There we are. And then we can bring this back out. There we are. Awesome tittos. So that's that main part done. I'm reusing all the bearings because you can't buy the damn things. Well, you probably could, but I just can't find them. So this bearing, it's nice and good. Actually, before I get any further along, there is one thing I forgot to do, which means I have to pull this out again. I forgot to put grease in here between the seal and... Now don't forget to put grease in here. I had to take it apart, so grease it up, slide it on, put your bush back on, yummy, and put your circlip back on. Next up, put a little bit of grease on. Grease it up. Grease that cavity up. And this seal goes that way to keep the oil from going into there. All the gears and everything, that's where you put your grease, not oil. So you can simply just cross your thumbs over it and push. Okay. Oh yeah, well it started anyway. Worth a try. Worth a shot. Followed by some wackies. Whack and packing. Just want to get it down, get it flush. Alright, that seal's in there. It's all flush and ready to go. Now, next up, get your finger in here and grease use a lot of grease. Grease her up. With extra dollops. Alright, you want to grease up all inside, grease all your teeth up. This from here to here, no oil goes in there, just grease. So grease up your pinion, grease up all your teeth. And put your fancy fandangle bearing in. Which needs some hammering. Hey, that was a complete pain in the ass. Not having a vise or anything to hold that down, but that bearing is now in there. It's all good, doobie doobie. This bearing will be covered in ATF fluid, this side will be ATF. So, grease it up, get your teeth square and straight. And then slot in your drive with a little bit of twisting motion. Which of course it's going to fight me as well. Right on the edge of it. Give it a little whack. There you go. See as it went in, it twisted in. So now that's in there. Don't forget to put your washer on. Don't forget to put your washer on, because it will be a complete pain in the butt if you forget that. You got to take it, well, all that apart anyway. Okay, so it appears that I have lost the nut for the bottom somewhere. I'll find that, but anyway, next up, grab your top cover. It's got your bearing in it and your new seal. Throw some ATF fluid, put on the new seal. Even put a little bit of grease in there if you really wanted to. Get some more ATF, put it on your new seals. Got your seals all nice and souped up. Let me just make sure these are actually in properly. Which, oh no, that's right, I did do them up. And we'll slot this on. Actually, I'm going to put a bit of ATF down the inside. Lube it up. My boy Drax is going to get in trouble shortly. I need that to pull over. That's sealed. There we are. Top back on. Throw some agar-daggers at it. And of course I just dipped my entire elbow in the tray of fluid. Jeez. So this is your solenoid here. It'll literally, all it does is restrict fluid or gains fluid. If you put 12 volt up to this, you'll hear it buzz. If not, then it's broken. New seals. Give that face just a little bit of a clean. Make sure there's no dirt on it. Grab some fluid. Put up your new O-rings. You should have 2 short and 1 really long one. The really long one goes this top one here. And your 2 shorts. Give it equal agar-daggers. There you go. That's on, that's on. Now I really need to find that nut. Don't know where it is. But yeah, no. I'll find it. I'll replace it. Grab these. That is your guide. You need to grease them up. Oh, serious. Grease up the guide. That's a Teflon center. Grease it up. Lock it in. There we are. Grease up the spring. Like a lot. Throw it in. And your bottom piece here, grease that bitch up. Nice and greasy. Good enough. And wind that sucker on. This is a spark plug spanner thingamadingy, which actually works quite nicely. Now, I can't do this next bit because I don't have my little torque wrench. Hasn't turned up in the mail yet, but pretty much what I built that little socket for. Yeah, let me just change this over. What I made that socket for, here it is. Made this because it's splined to go on the end of here, and then you put your torque wrench on it, tighten this up slightly, and this needs a tension of 1 to 1.9 newton meters, or 8 to 17.8 inch pounds, I think. Just the force on this to preload this bar. I can't do it just yet. And also I made this so you can tighten up, hold it and tighten that nut. But I gotta find that nut. So that'll be the next thing I do. Try to find where that nut is. So I wouldn't have a clue. And then once you get it torqued, preloaded up, then this is your lock nut to lock that down. But I won't be doing that just yet. We can throw the ends on it. These are your part numbers for your dust boots. That's your part numbers for your dust boots. You will see that they are different. One is actually longer than the other one. Your left side goes out a little bit longer than your right side. Now you're going to have to reuse your old locking nuts off your old arms, because it does not come in the kit, which is nothing anyway. Grab your, well, this is the left hand side, that's the part number. The left hand side tie rod. It's this, brand new, comes with a brand new castle nut and a little split locking pin thingy. Screw that sucker on, and hopefully you did measure your threads how your old one was set up to get it as close as you can to what it was, which I'll do it when I take the other one off my car. But yeah, so you screw those on to whatever thread it is. Once you put this on your car, you are going to have to get a wheel alignment, steering alignment at least. That will sit something like that. Do it like that. I'll screw that up. Not going to be its final position, but that'll be okay for now. Grab the other side. Now in your kit, wherever I put mine, I've lost it. In your little gasket kit, you'll have, come on, get out. You will have these two little brass coney thingamabobs. Now they go down in here. Drop that one down there, and that one down there. Straighten them up. There we are. This one. So they're down there. Grab your lines. Hopefully you put them in a safe spot where they won't get bent. Just start screw them in loosely. I'm going to clean all these lines up and repaint them, but just for now I'm putting them on just to keep the keep any dirt and dust out. 4 new banjo bolt little crush washers. That's your banjo bolt. Got a hole in the center and the side. You'll see one side's flat, one side's rounded. Round side goes up towards the nut. And the other side goes down underneath. Screw that in. I'm only going to do this loosely just for now until I clean these lines up and repaint them. Okay, that's all together. I need to find that nut. My camera's overheating. We'll get back to this tomorrow. Okay, we're back, and I went and had a look last night for that nut. Had a look on some old, well, back on the footage, and that nut was about here somewhere. About here. And I reckon it's gone down here. So I'm gonna have fun trying to look for that. Well, I'll pull this out. So yeah, wish me luck. I was just going to start pulling all this out, but first I had a quick check under, and as I was coming down here to have a look under here, can you see that? There it is. It's underneath one of my spare engines, all the way down there. Okay, well at least I found it. That just means I either pull all that out or find myself a piece of wire. And found it. So now we can torque that nut on. I think it's about 25 Newton meters. Torque torque that on, and then I gotta wait for the torque wrench to come that I can preload this rack, and clean these lines up and give them another paint job. You can see all the paint's original, cracking off it. Yeah, I'll give them a quick little clean up. Put the self-locking nut on. Awesome. Now this is the reason why I made this, because you have to torque this up to 29 foot-pounds or 39 newton meters. So there we go. That's plugged on, it's not going to go anywhere. Got this set to 29 foot-pounds, which is 39 yabba dabbas. There we are. 29 foot-pounds or 39 newton meters. Done. Once you're done that, grease her up, baby. Just love playing with grease. Get all the grease you want in there. Put it inside the cap. That'll be enough. Bugger it. Yes, silly me. What am I doing? I am losing it. I am. Oh, this nut is 27 mil. If you need to know. She's a 27 mil nut. I need to clean just the threads. Just clean the threads on it. Excelente. Okay, that'll do it. Now we're going to Loctite it. Just a couple dots. I'm going to use 263, but the TSRM really wants you to use, I think it's like a 246. Let me have a 242. So a medium strength. This is a 263 thread locker. This is high strength, but yeah, who cares? It'll do the same shit. I don't plan on rebuilding this rack ever again. That is all you need. You don't have to go overboard with it, because that'll spread out. Sorry guys. Okie dokie. Okay, we gotta torque this cap. 69 newton meters or 50 foot pounds. Yay. Move you guys over here. So I got this set to 50 foot pounds. There you go. Lovely jubbly. Now that's all done. That's all done. Can't do this at the moment. Can't preload it. Haven't got the tension wrench at the moment. This one won't go low enough. So I only need between 1 and 2, or 1 and 1.9 newton meters to do it. Yeah, so hopefully the new torque wrench turns up soon. But we can take these lines off, give them a clean up, give them a bit of a spruce. And then, yeah, all I've got to do is preload it and she's done. Alright, I was lucky enough to be able to borrow this inch-pound ratchet, but torque wrench. But unfortunately it only goes to, the lowest is 2 newton meters or 17.7 inch pounds. So I need 17.4 or 1.9, so how about I just take this to 2 and then back it off 1 teeny weeny bit. That should work. Sorta. It'll be right. So I'll just set this at 2 newton meters. I'll grab this, put it into that socket, throw this on, and you want nothing touching your arms, nothing at all. Just measuring the resistance to turn the rack through. That's all you're trying to do. You just gradually up the pressure here, and hopefully this works. Bit more. So that's too much, back that off. That's too much, back it off, still too much. There we are. So that's at 2, so a quarter turn back. Go a little more. There. That should do it. I'm guessing that's in the 1 to 1.9 somewhere. But good enough, close enough. throw this lock ring on now, or lock nut. And if it wants to go on, come on, hurry up. Okay, that will do that. So now this is somewhere between 1 and 1.1 and 2 anyway. So sounds good to me. But yep, these lines, I'll take them off, give them a quick clean up, and give them a quick spray paint or fresh paint. Actually, I might even repaint this. Just clean it up a little bit, but we're pretty much done here, guys. This came in really handy. Righty-o. A little bit of a cleanup, nothing too special. Oh, that goes there. Little trick. Whenever you get new crush washers, they don't always crush as much as what you think they would. So I like to just grab a hammer, just slight tap. Then we hit it with the agitator. Cool. Well, there we have it, guys. We have successfully rebuilt a power steering rack for a JZA80 Toyota Supra Mark IV. So new seals, new Teflon seals, new rubber seals, new dust covers, toe arms, toe ends. Reuse the old bearings, but that is it. We are done. We are finished. And sorry I haven't posted up lately. I have been busy with Christmas and all that other stuff. Plus I've been waiting for. Well, I was waiting for the torque wrench that still hasn't turned up, so I'm having a little bit of a shit fight about that at the moment. Trying to get it, or at least get my money back. Good old eBay. But yeah, this one's taken me a while to get together. And all the other stuff, you know, Christmas and all that. But anyway, guys, we're done for now. Power steering rack is finished. Hopefully I did it right. Learning curve for us all. But it's actually not as hard as, well, as daunting as it seemed. But yeah, here it is. It's done. And oh yeah, hope you all had a happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. I'll hopefully have this little video out before New Year's, so yeah, you can have a little watch of all my little screw-ups. Thank God I found that nut underneath the spare engines. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, hit us up on the comments there. I love to chat. And if you see anything that I've done wrong, please let me know. And I'll fix that up while it's not in the car. Alright guys, toodaloo. Catch you later. Happy New Year's. And also, don't forget to put your ground strap back on here. Just bolts up the top and bolts down the bottom. Just a ground, that's it. Just for your little solenoid here. And put your rubber dust cover back on.